So good morning, and so are you able to see my screen? Okay, thank you. So now, so today our agenda is how to create Linux instance. And I'll show you. So first we need to log into the AWS Management Console by using your root account, or might be IAM user account. And after that, go to Services and click on EC2. So then after, so you have to click on the instances in the left side. So now you have to click create a instances, and in the search window we have to type Linux and hit enter. And so there are list of Linux operating system will be showing, and you want to select anything you want. So example, I will select the first one. So Amazon Linux, the first one I'm selecting. So as usual, in the choose instance type is a T2 micro, and click on next. And at present I'm selecting only one instance, and click on add storage. And now this is a storage one. So the storage, only Linux they'll be giving 8 GB initially. If you want to increase, so based upon your requirement you can increase it. Okay, I don't want to increase, guys, because of it will be charged. So now click on next tags. So click add tag name, and the server name is Linux 1, right? And click on next, and I'll use existing security group and select here, and click on review and launch. So when you click on review and launch, so there is a review screen. So just you can go and check this the final screen for you, and click on launch. And for Linux machines you want to create a separate key pair. So and you want to create a new key pair. The key pair name is Linux underscore key pair. Okay, Linux underscore key pair, and click on download, and you have to save this, and open folder, and better you have to paste into the desktop key paste folder. So now click launch instances. So go to view instances here. So it will take some time, depends upon the network speed. And so when you want to connect to the instance after create, so it will take 4 minutes of time. So because of the backend, all the resources and the configuration will be creating. So click on services, once again go to EC2, and so now click on instances. Now instance is running. Okay, so and how to connect the Linux instance. So guys, you cannot connect the Linux instance by using MSTSC. So MSTSC only for Windows machines, and for Linux machines we cannot use it. So for Linux machines you need to use, there is a software name called PuTTY. Okay, so PuTTY or PuTTY both are same. Okay, PuTTY or PuTTY both are same, and I'll show you how to download the PuTTY software from internet. Go to google.com and select the name called putty.org. Okay, and go to the first link, download putty, and click here and scroll down. So there's a download for Windows ARM. Putty.exe is available. Just you have to click and the file will be downloaded to your laptop or desktop. Understood? So once the file is downloaded, it will be look like this is the one, you putty.exe. So you don't want to install. This is the executable file directly. This is your directly executable file. So shall we directly can connect to the instance? So we cannot directly connect to the Linux instance. We cannot directly connect to the Linux instance by using putty. So because first we need to extract the password from keypair file. So we need to extract the password from keypair file. So how to extract the password from keypair? You know in Windows how to browse and how to decrypt the password from the keypair file. But the steps is not allowed in Linux instance. The steps is not allowed in Linux instance. So for that reason, to copy the password from the keypair file, we need to use one more software name called PuttyGen. There is one more software name called PuttyGen we need to download. That is also executable file. So you have to directly type PuttyGen free download. Go to PuttyGen free download. This is a website, puttygen.com. Puttygen.com. So click on this. So and click here. So the software will be look like this is a screen will be coming. So I'll show you the download link and I'll share with you guys. Yes, download PuttyGen link. So click on this one. So once you download, the file will be look like this. This is a puttygen.exe. Okay, this is also executable file. Just I'm opening the PuttyGen key generator. So first we need to upload your existing keypair file to the putty key generator. So now click on load here, click on load here and go to desktop and keypads, and you have to select in the right side bottom corner, click on drop down list all files. So what is the file name called? Linux keypair.pem file. You have to select this and open it. So now the file is successfully imported. The file is successfully imported. Click OK. So with this with this key with this key, and we need to extract the password with a private key. With this keypair file, after you imported to puttygen putty key generator, we had to extract the password with the private key option. There is an option called save private key. Save private key. Just click on this and click yes. And once you select this option, and in the same keypair file, and you can give the new name or the same old name also for a PEM file that your wish. So basically I'll use the what are the name used for in the PEM file, the same name I'll use, but the extension I will change it to .ppk. Okay, so PEM file is a raw set of file, and by using the PEM file and with the puttygen.exe, I'll extract the password with the in the format of private key. The format is .ppk. So now I'll save it here. That's it. So now we can go to key pairs folder, key pairs folder. So previously we have a PEM file is there. Now we generated ppk also. That means we extracted the password in the format of .ppk file. So now by using the ppk, okay, we can connect to Linux instance by using the PuTTY software. So now open PuTTY software and go to SSH. There is an option called authentication. There is option called authentication. Here is we need to browse the ppk file. Browse, browse, go to keypads, see Linux keypad ppk file. I just browse it and again go to session, and here we need to type your public IP address of your instance. Public IP address of your instance. So now go to instance, and this is your public IP address. I paste it here. So Linux instance, by using connecting PuTTY, the protocol name called SSH protocol, secure shell protocol they'll use. That's a connection type. So now I'm using SSH. So port number is 22. By default, port number is 22. So now when you click on open, when you click on open, so now the PuTTY is trying to connect. Now PuTTY is trying to connect Linux instance. The PuTTY is directly connected to Linux 1 instance on the Amazon EC2. So now we'll wait for some time. So whether able to getting login screen or not. No, I'm getting a fatal error. So connection timeout. So what could be the reason? So might be the protocol is not enabled on the protocol is not enabled on the security group. So in Windows machine, we enabled RDP protocol and the security group. Same way, we need to enable SSH protocol on the security group. So select the instance and go down under the security group. We have select the default security group name, default security group name, and select the inbound rules. Inbound rules at present only RDP protocols only is there. So better you have to click edit rules, and you have to add additional rule. What is the rule name called? SSH. Select SSH. By default, will take 22 port number, and choose the custom to anywhere port number. So it's automatically taking the roots and save rules. That's it. So now I'm going back to instances screen, and now go to PuTTY and close the PuTTY, and once again I'll connect it. So type the IP address of the instance. There's a public IP address. Select SSH and check the port number is 22. And in the left side under the connection, SSH, expand it. Select authentication. Click browse. Select ppk file from the key pair folder. Open, and now click open. See, now we got a security warning alert, and just click yes. So now we got a screen login as. So basically, uh, here is a user is different in Linux. In Windows, the username is administrator. In Linux, username is somewhat different. How to check username for Linux instance? So very simple, guys. Go to your EC2 console, right click on Linux instance. uh, we have option called connect. We have option called connect. You can click on connect. So what is the username here? EC2 hyphen user. EC2 hyphen user. This is your username. EC2 hyphen user. So basically all Linux instance in EC2, the username is EC2 hyphen user. EC2 hyphen user. EC2 hyphen user. It's a lowercase. It's a case sensitive, and hit enter. So now I logged in, but I'm not entering the password. Any reason? Any reason? I'm not entering the password here, but automatically the screen is logged into server. Any reason? Tirumala, Naresh, anyone can answer it? So the on no. So because of we imported PPK file, right? We imported PPK file to EC Putty software initially before we connect. So we selected the PPK file from the keeper folder. So the PPK stands for password. The inside the password is there. See this import open SSH key successfully. So for that reason, we are successfully logged in. So if you know the Linux operating system, how to operate, you can check that. Example, now I'm checking ls. So ls is not working. Better you can use a sudo